So we just looked at like how a regular run would look like, but there's other structures that you can find that are still going to be helpful for the run, and that it could be worth going to check out. Oh my god, that is a far temple. First one is the desert temple. Oh, there's a village right there too. This is actually a perfect example. So suppose you just looted that village and you're about to look for an enter and you see this, right? This is the desert temple. So what you can get from here is you can get iron. So suppose there was no blacksmith in the village and you don't want to have to do constructs because those can take a lot of time. If that's the case, you wouldn't have the bucket and you would have an iron pickaxe. So you would just break this, jump down, you don't take that much damage. Break that pressure plate like that, then jump in here, grab all this TNT. And then in these chests you can get iron, you can get gapples, you can get diamonds, you can also get string and gold. So this was a pretty bad temple. But the thing is, even if you don't pull the iron, temples are still really useful because you get the TNT. And I already showed with the buried treasure that you can get a lot of blocks of TNT if you just dig into the floor. You don't want to do it with sand though, because sand isn't a good building block that falls. But suppose now you head over to plains or a savanna, then you can do what I did, what I showed earlier, of digging down and then placing the TNT and blowing it up. Oh, not like that. Or another thing you can do is, as if there's a wall here, you can also dig into the wall, light it. Yeah, as I already showed, this is gonna give you a lot of blocks. See, over a stack of dirt right there. Our next structure is a ruined portal. So this is what they look like. They have a chest. Here they have some lava, sometimes not always. And they have like a half-built nether portal. This chest can have, this one's a really good one because you get efficiency gold base, you can dig really fast with this. You get obsidian and you get 2 pieces of gold armor and a gapple. Yeah, so the main things you're looking for in this chest is gold armor, gapples, flint and steel. You can get iron nuggets, usually not enough to do anything with them, but you can still, it's still possible to get like an extra iron ingot off of them. And the best thing, it's not as likely, but the best thing you can pull from one of these is a looting free sword. Looting 2 or 3 is what you want, because then in the blaze fight, when you have a looting free sword, you can get up to 4 blaze rods from a single blaze. So that can like really cut down the time, reduce the risk, reduce the time you're spending at the fortress, which also means you're less likely to die to blazes. Alright, so once you're a blaze spawner, you have the looting sword. Normally to kill a blaze you just crit them twice with an axe and that kills them. But with a looting sword, you crit them once with the axe, then twice with the sword, and see it drop 4 rods. That's the max it can drop with looting free. It can drop like, I think from 0 to 4 rods with looting free. But you're like almost never gonna get a 0 drop when you have looting. So that's one thing you can do with ruined portals, but you're not really likely to get a looting sword from a ruined portal. But if you do, then then I just showed you what to do with it. Another thing they have is these gold blocks. Now I have a stone pick, so I couldn't mine this, but yeah, with an iron pick you just mine these and you get some extra gold that you can trade, or just make gold armor with it if you don't get any from this. I don't think they always get gold blocks, I might be wrong. Also, another thing, you can enter in these. Sometimes there's no crying obsidian, so with crying obsidian you can't build nether portals, but sometimes you get like, suppose, like this right here would need, if this was a regular obsidian, you would only need 3 obby in the chest in order to light it and make it like an actual portal. Then you could just go like that, then a third obsidian here, and you have your nether portal. So what you could do, since we have a bit of extra lava, is this. So we put that there, and then there. That's probably not the most effective way to do it, but if this wasn't a crying obsidian, then we would have another portal right here. Yeah, sometimes they're half buried as well, so this one wouldn't be as useful. You could get this gold block here, then they also the buried ones, or even ones that spawn in like kind of weird terrain, they're not always gonna have a chest, which is Slightly annoying. And this one's an interesting one, because this one, this is probably enough lava to enter. And I also don't see any crying obby that I can see. Also, oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention, you can get golden carrots from these as well. That is really good. Like, we don't know if there's a crying obby down here or not, because it's blocked by lava. Pretend I didn't break that. But there's probably enough lava here to enter as is. So you do, in this case, when there's like more than 10 pieces of lava there, is you just take this structure like this, you basically make a speed portal platform. You just go like that. In there. Wait. No. Like that. No. Yeah. Yeah, like this. And you place the water there, and you just move over with the lava. You're gonna place one there. That's a regular obsidian. And that's also regular obsidian. Okay, so now that I just took both of those out, and I saw that neither of those are crying, then I know that I can enter here. I just already got those two out. I can block those off. Then lava, water, and we have a portal. But suppose that wasn't enterable. What we'll do is, let's continue building this one. So we have this structure right here that I showed you, and we'll just like and we had just enough lava to complete both portals. So now you would have two nether portals here. I don't know why you would need that, but yeah, that's how you would build a ruined portal. That's how you build a nether portal from scratch, just from the lava from a ruined portal. And this is how you would complete a ruined portal. That's missing one. Another trick that you can do with ruined portals is, see this? This isn't completable because you got these right here. And those wouldn't let you complete it. Like, sure, if you place one obby there, it wouldn't light because you got the crying obby. But if you look in the chest, you got 4 obsidian. You'd be like, oh wait, you can't just place an obby there and enter, right? But since this is free wide, what you can do is just completely bypass that crying by putting the obby like that, and then you can light it and enter. That's like another way you can complete ruined portals. Oh, did I mention they can have god apples as well? That's a pretty good thing that you can get from them. What are they called? Jungle pyramids. They're not even pyramids. They're literally, look at this, it's a square. How is this a pyramid? Anyways, next structure is the jungle temple. So this right here is the jungle temple. Usually you're not gonna find one. Usually if you get a jungle, you're just gonna reset. They're very hard to find. You even if you're like 200 blocks from one or less, you're probably not gonna find it because the terrain in the jungle is so weird. But if you do somehow end up finding one in a run, then what you do is you just dig into this room, go down these stairs, and careful because it's trapped. See that? That is tripwire. If you press that there, it's gonna shoot an arrow at you. So what you usually want to do is you can just dig in through the left here, this room with the 3 levers. That's a puzzle, but you don't have to do that puzzle. You can just dig in here, open this chest and get the loot. Just ignore the fact that that's there. That's not supposed to be from the ruined portal thing. And then from here, just dig this way and there's the second chest. But the thing is, jungle temples aren't that good because you can, because like sure you can get golden iron, but it's almost never enough to like actually do a run with. So yeah, jungle temples aren't really the best. They don't give you as much good loot. So what if you get a mesa spawn? Usually mesa spawns aren't that great. If you see a mesa spawn, you're most likely resetting, but they can be playable because these bushes get sticks. So you can get sticks from those. Then let me see if I can find one. Yeah, so they can have these mineshafts are exposed and they're like exclusive to mesa biomes. You can only see them in mesas. Then if you find one, with a chest like this in the clothes, you're usually not, but you might find this. These chests, see, boom, free iron. That's a pickaxe. You can also pull diamonds. You can, I think you can also get iron picks and stuff. But if you get, you can get your iron from one of these. And I think they can spawn food. Not sure. It's not the best structure, but if you spawn in a mesa, it's worth looking around for an exposed mine shaft with a chest. Ah, there's one. Comes right past it. Anyway, so this is a dungeon. This thingy. This one's has a spider spawner. So you want to do is just go in, break the spawner, not die to the mobs. Oh, they're trapped in here, idiots! Ha! Spiders can go through 1 block wide areas. And then let's see what this one has. So you have bread, piece of bread, that's some food, not bad. And this one was absolute garbage, but you can get buckets from these. And I think you can also pull iron, like regular iron, no need for a bucket. Not in the form of a bucket, but yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what you got from this. No music disc either, sad. This was a pretty garbage dungeon. This is an igloo. So the igloo is just like this homely area. You got a redstone torch, crafting table, furnace, bed. But then there's a bit of a secret area under it. Because, see this bed here? This is good. You can use it in the 1 cycle. This, you don't have to mine extra wood for the crafting bench. If you dig up this carpet right here, there's this trapdoor. I don't think it's always there, but in this case it is. You go all the way down here, you're gonna find a bit of a secret lab. You find a villager and a zombie villager. This chest is always gonna have a gapple. This thing is always gonna have a weakness spot. I'm not sure what you would use the weakness spot for, but the gapple is always nice to have. And then there's the bed. You can get an extra bed, because why not? Yeah, pillager outposts. These are interesting. If you do find one, their loot isn't that great. If you do find one, you want to just like run in through the front door. Where's the front door? Here it is. So you just run in through the front door. You want to just like bypass all the pillagers. Then just grab this chest. This one has, usually has a crossbow. Usually has some wood, which means you don't have to punch it by hand. And this one has some iron. It doesn't always have iron, but when it does, it can be good. Yeah, and the crossbow you can skip getting one from the bastion. Bit of an MLG pro gamer. Where you want to just like run right past all the pillagers. But anyways, now for some general tips that you can use. Yeet! 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 Yeet!